Could this artificially intelligent robot be the best app for musicians that does everything you need? My gosh, that is so sick. Let's find out. What is up, everybody? I am Legend, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you what I personally think is one of the best apps for musicians, singers, songwriters, producers, because it literally does everything that you need it to do. Whether you're a beginner who's still learning how to make music or a legend in the music production game, I'm sure we can all agree that having tools that makes your creative process easier ultimately helps you to make better music. Whether it's looking for that perfect sample to use in a beat, trying to find the perfect drums to fit your musical ideas, or even trying to throw in some extra punch on that mastered song. Every single step of the music making process is super important, but it can be quite annoying when those complicated processes slows down your creativity and stops your whole workflow. So what is the solution, you may ask? Well, you get a robot to do everything for you. Well, actually not that kind of robot. But in case you haven't noticed, artificial intelligence is here to stay in music production, and one of the main companies that I see utilizing these technologies is one called LANDR. For those of you who may have not seen my earlier videos, I actually made a video maybe like 2 years ago on how to master your music using LANDR for free. And then as time went on, LANDR started implementing sample packs from their website, so I made a video on how to use sample packs from LANDR to make beats for beginners. And some of those samples I have actually used on my upcoming album.
Committed murder on my heart, you're holding a loaded gun. A cold-blooded woman on the run. I thought you were my man.
So LANDR is actually a really dope service that I personally use myself. This video is sponsored, but as I say with all of my sponsors on this channel, I never share anything with you guys that I don't personally use myself. I truly believe in LANDR, and I think in a previous video I actually said I would love to be sponsored by LANDR, and that time finally has come, so I'm pretty excited. But anyway, so recently LANDR didn't stop there. They have gone full-blown Terminator. Okay, well, I mean, not full-blown, not Skynet level, but they have really been implementing this whole AI technology into their sample pack library. They basically put it on steroids. Now it's at a point where LANDR has implemented artificial intelligence in your selection process for these sample packs. Now this is huge for music producers who don't yet know a lot about music theory or about chords, scales, how to match keys and tempos and things like that, because it helps them to be able to match different things with other sounds and things like that so that you can make better music. Now, I don't know about you, but sound selection for me is literally the most time-consuming part of making music. I could spend 2 hours looking for a kick. But with this AI implementation, it makes the process so much easier, which helps me to create faster, and that is what I love. Now, I do want to say that this is not exactly a substitute for learning music theory. I highly suggest everybody who wants to make music at least learn the basics, at least learn basic scales, rhythms, and things like that, tempos. But for those of you who don't have the money or the time immediately right now, this is a great way to get started. I'm just very excited for this. I love technology, and I think that it needs to be utilized in music today. And it's just really a dope service that I think a lot of beginner musicians can make use of, a lot of seasoned musicians can make use of. So with all that being said, you know how I do on this channel. I don't just like to talk, but I love to show. So I'm going to be going into LANDR right now to show you guys my whole sample selection process, and we're gonna see what we can create. We're gonna see how easy it is to make music using this new service. If you guys are interested in a service like this, before I get started, there will be a link down below you can click on to sign up for LANDR, to do your monthly subscriptions, to have all your sounds, your samples, get your unlimited masters and things like that for your new album. I guarantee you will not regret it. But let's go and check out these samples. This is LANDR.com. Like I said, they have all different kinds of services on this website, all under one price tier. So they have mastering, they have distribution, which I forgot to mention. They distribute your music after they master. This is like a perfect little suite for every artist to use. You take the samples from them, you make your beat, you make your music, you master the beat. Since your mastered stuff is already in their system, you distribute it straight to streaming services. Like, this is all in one. This is why I love LANDR. But anyway, so they have mastering, create, we'll do the rest. In other words, the robots start getting to work. Instant mastering. They also have a desktop app you can download to master right from your computer instead of having to go to the website. Release and sell your music independently. They have all of the basically the different ways to track your stuff, the different services here that your music goes to. They have actually a plugin which I have not tried out yet, but a plugin called Lethal, which is very interesting, and I do want to try that out later, but not in today's video. It's just insane. And then they have the sample section, which is where we're going to go to, but I want to check out the pricing to show you guys the different prices. So affordable plans to create, master, and sell your music. So if you only want to use LANDR to release your music, you can select release only. $1 a month to release 10 tracks. That's pretty low. $12 right here, right now, and you're covered for the year. You pay $24, you're covered for the year. But then if you want to distribute it unlimited tracks, $4 a month, $48 billed yearly, or you can do monthly, which is obviously going to be a little bit more expensive. But then they have master and release. So this gives you the distribution and the mastering all in one, which I personally have myself. You guys can decide what kind of stuff you want. It has different features for each and every one of these. So you get unlimited MP3 downloads with the basic. Pro, you get unlimited everything. So like distribution to high definition waves, you get everything. So I actually would recommend the advanced for people who want to stay budget friendly but still get more features, because this is what gives you the different styles for your mastering. So that's the pricing, just to kind of give you guys an idea. But this samples.landr.com, this is where you find all of the different samples, the sounds that you want to start with. I am already intrigued by this Stranger Synths, because obviously that is a play on Stranger Things. So I want to see what this is all about. Ooh, meaty. I like that. Yeah. Where's the BPM? As you can see, there's a bunch of different sounds within this synth pack. You can download the whole thing. $10 a month. You can get mastering, distribution, collaboration, and samples. Yo, this is dope, man. The AI recommendation, that's the thing that I was talking about earlier. So I want to just go ahead and dive into these sounds, because I'm really excited. But I wanted to show the pricing so that you guys can know how everything works. It's by credits. I'm gonna go ahead and download this first sample. So you can download it here. You can put it in your favorites here by clicking the heart right there. You can add it to different collections and things like that. If you want to have like a collection of sounds, piece different things together on your own, that's really dope. You have the key, which is usually right here. So F minor, G, A minor. If you want to match things manually, do it yourself. You have the, or if you want to learn like, okay, this is what A minor sounds like, this is what F minor sounds like, you know, things like that. They have the BPM, which is the tempo, 120 beats per minute, 100 beats per minute, things like that. You can sort it and sort it by key so that it'll make it easier for you. So we're gonna go with this first one. Here is how the whole AI thing works. So you click this button right here. This is the selector tool. You click that, and basically automatically it matches all these different samples. I don't even know if they're drums or what, but they're all matched and paired with this particular sample. So this is 120 beats per minute, and I'm just gonna look. See, we got ones that are 128 beats per minute. It's close. 124, 126. So it's all within that same realm. And this is in D minor. So we're gonna look and see if it matched any of the keys. We can go here. We can select D minor and apply. This is just another way to kind of match things on your own. If you want to like go more in depth, you can do that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and clear all and go with what it gave me. I'm gonna download this one already. We're gonna go to drums because I want some drums. 110 to 150, and I can slow it down later and see if we can find some drums here. Download that just for kicks, literally just for kicks. Oh, nice. Hey. So we got some sounds here. This will be our sample or loop, whatever. This will be our drums. So I'm gonna go ahead to our synth here and put that here. We're gonna half time it, so 60. Hey. I know. got a good loop there. There was another sound I got. I think it was this outro. Okay, so this is a little bit faster. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna edit the tempo here because it wasn't exactly 120. Now this is gonna be different in each DAW. It's not gonna be the same in every DAW. So you wanna, you know, basically do it based on your DAW. So the source BPM is actually 75. New BPM 60. All right, let's see if that works. 2, 3, and 4, go. Yeah. So we got our 2 samples matched already. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Hey, hey, hey. And like I tell with everybody, man, there's gonna be so many people that dislike this video. There's gonna be so many people that got something to say about using loops and this lazy production and all that stuff. I don't care what anybody says. I started out using loops as a producer. I'm now able to make all of my music by myself, playing different instruments, playing keys and things like that because I started with loops. That is literally how I learned to program. I tried to copy the loops that I was using, and that is what helped me to become who I am. So don't let anybody tell you that loops is a bad thing. Don't let anybody tell you that it's lazy. I know there's going to be people that watch this and say, oh, you're just using other people's music and things like that. But as I said before, this is like having your own collaborators. You're being a producer. You're bringing the different pieces together. You can have the ear for the music, but not know how to play a lick of the music. That's like conductors who can't hold a note to save their lives, like Kurt Franklin. But don't you see he's coming out with all these songs because he's teaching the choir how to sing? Anyway, that's a whole different Oprah show. I made a whole video about that. Woo! Hey! Hey! Oh, I love it. Put that hi-hat in there. Yeah. Hey. Whew, sounds good already. So you see what I mean? You see how easy it is to start creating stuff? Slide this over. It needs to be behind the beat just a little bit. A little bit. Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. Let's see if we can find like a bass. It's 120. We'll just need to change the key. So let's throw this in here. Na 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 na. Sample will change just the note here. I actually like the other key. Hey, 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 hey. That might work better with our bass. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 3 and 4, go. Hey, hey. I want to buy this beat, man. It's almost done. Go. Oh, that is a smash. That's a smash. I don't care anymore. I gotta save this. You think I can find one more sample in here? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Here is what LANDR looks like on the dashboard when you sign up. I want to master a song. Library. Click library, you click master. You can master tracks, whole entire albums. I'm gonna go ahead and just master a track. and it's gonna do its thing. So it's a really short song. The robot, the AI, is listening to your song, listening to the dynamic range, the lows, the highs, and seeing which areas to pump up to give it that extra punch. And it's gonna give you all those really dope sounds and show you a before and after of what it sounds like. So this is one thing that I like. You can preview it before actually mastering it. And as you guys can see, this is my whole album right here. I literally mastered all this stuff 3 days ago. So now our preview is ready, and you want to click preview, and what you're met with is this little window right here. You preview the masters. So the style here is you choose between 3 unique mastering styles, each with its own character and feel. Warm is going to be more softer compression, thick and smooth sound. Balance is a balance between the warm and open, so it's controlled and with a focus on balance, clarity, and depth. And open is going to be like really bright, modern open sound with an emphasis on punch and presence. I don't really have a preference, it depends on the song. So let's listen to the original first. Now let's go to warm. I like balance. And let's say open. High is too much. The high intensity is too much for this particular song. I want to go with balanced. And then depending on which service you have, which tier you're paying for monthly, you'll have the free low MP3 download, but then the other ones you might have to pay for the high MP3, the wave, and then the HD wave. It's gonna master your track, and then in here, this is where you can do your collaborations, add collaborators, add different notes and comments. If you're working on a track and you want to get other people's feedback, like your producer, your manager, anybody that's working on the track with you, if it's another artist on the song, they can leave comments, kind of like on SoundCloud, at specific sections saying like maybe this is too loud or the guitar needs to be turned down here. Okay, and we're done. So if you look here, if you'll notice on the screen, there's like 2 different waveforms or 2 different graphs, or however you want to call it. The lower one is the before and the higher one is after. So it's taking your sound and literally adding more punch, more volume to it. That is why it's important that you keep the volume down on whatever DAW you're using, because it's going to turn it up after the fact. It's going to get that volume out and get that punch out after the fact. Don't do it yourself. So you have this here, and let's go ahead and give it a play. This is the after. That's the before. You see what I mean? The before, after. Before, that's before. After. Hey. My gosh, that is so sick. Once you have your master, the next step would be to release. So you click release and it takes you to the streaming services. This is where you would come in here, type in all the information. This is the master version. You don't have to go and look for the file to upload and all that stuff because it's already here in LANDR. It's so streamlined. All your information, the basics about distributing your music, you click next, upload the artwork, all that good stuff. Select where you want to release it, and boom. You literally have created a song from start to finish using one service. It's a really great service for artists, especially beginners who don't have money to go and pay for some professional to master their stuff. Just making the process simpler. And yes, at some point you want to get to those levels and you know, collaborate with engineers and things like that. But starting out and beginners, and if you're doing everything yourself like I am, LANDR is a lifesaver and a time saver, and it can do so many different things for you. Thank you guys for watching. If you learned something, leave a comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, stay legendary.